2 for 2. That's right, guys. I went 2 for 2. And for anyone that was able to take my picks and put some serious cash on the picks, you also went 2 for 2 as well. So congratulations. Yes, this is going to be a little bit of a recap, only because truthfully, I really didn't get a chance to view the fights. I was only able to review the results. And once I realized I went 2 for 2, I had to do uh, a recap on the previous 2 picks that I gave you guys. Ikirim Alaskarov and Shara Bullet came through for me. And if you listen to my pick of the week, it came through for you as well. All right. 2 for 2. Amazing. So even though I didn't get a chance to view the fight, I can assume that the fights, well, not that the fights went to their favor, but I also found out that both fights ended in a decision wins for Ikirim Alaskarov and Shara Bullet, which was something that I was expecting. I heard AJ from MMA Masters stating that Brunno Ferreira was going to knock out Ikirim Alaskarov, and I'm thinking to myself, dude, where are you getting your analysis from? In what planet does Brunno Ferreira knock out Ikirim Alaskarov? Now, of course, Brunno Ferreira does have knockout power, but it's so predictable. He doesn't telegraph the punch. You could see the punch from a mile away. And a guy like Ikirim Alaskarov, who is well rounded, a person who puts himself in the right position for everything, whether it's striking or grappling, would be able to see that punch from a mile away, and probably he was able to properly level change and take him down and keep him down. And I'm sure that's what Ikirim Alaskarov did to allow himself to defeat Brunno Ferreira via decision. Because obviously, if it's kept on the feet, then yes, there's probably a good chance that the fight ends in a finish. But I think Ikirim Alaskarov can hold his own in striking, and I don't think he will put himself in a bad position to allow himself to get caught with a wild overhand by Brunno Ferreira. Now, I do agree with AJ as far as Brunno Ferreira's path to victory would be KO, but under no circumstances is Brunno Ferreira KOing Ikirim Alaskarov. Not in this planet, and not even in the future planet. It's just no way at all. I just wanted to see where he got his analysis from. I still respect him as an overall fight analysis, especially with the way that he breaks down fights. So no issues. Well, I don't have an issue with him. As a matter of fact, I was able to pick. I was able to potentially take some of my picks based on his analysis, but that fight against Brunno Ferreira and Ikirim, he was just way off on that one. But then again, he would be the first person to tell you, hey, don't take any of my picks, within a grain of salt. Go ahead and do your own research, and if your research matches up with mine, then go along with the pick. So yes, I can respect him for saying that, but come on, dude. I even know. I can see from a mile away that Ikirim Alaskarov has the advantage over Brunno Ferreira, whether it's with the accurate striking and overall grappling. Keep in mind, Ikirim Alaskarov comes from the same. He comes from the same background with Islam Makhachev, with being exceptional in sambo. So you can't be exceptional in sambo and not be able to grapple. And I truly believe that Ikirim Alaskarov was able to out grapple Brunno Ferreira en route to victory. And then we have Shara Bullet versus Michel Pereira. The only thing that I know in the fight was that Shara Bullet was actually uh, put down by Michel Pereira, but he was able to rally and beat him. Michel Pereira had his moment, clearly didn't take advantage of it, and Shara Bullet was just able to outstrike him. Yeah, that's pretty much how I expected the fight to go. Look, it isn't like Shara Bullet has been put down before. I mean, I believe he was knocked down in a previous fight. I can't remember which opponent knocked him down, but Shara Bullet is durable. He can take a shot. The only weakness that he has is the lack of grappling defense. So an exceptional grappler can just take him down and control him on the ground. But Shara Bullet was able to get the job done against Michel Pereira. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to overly watch the fights, but I plan on doing that tonight. But I'm just happy that I was able to go 2 for 2. And and anyway, I already gave you guys an overall comprehensive analysis as of how the fights were going to go. So this is amazing. If you happen to put down any major money on the fights, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. All right, let me know if you cash big, and if you didn't, and you're looking forward to the next pick, hey, you can also do that as well. Uh, I'll be looking forward to the Boots Ennis and Zayas fight. I believe Boots Ennis is coming in as a heavy favorite. I truly believe that he's going to get the job done. He could be live to stop Zayas and become a champion. So Boots Ennis, he's a guy that I've been hearing about for a while. He's up and rising in I believe he's fighting in the welterweight division. So yep, he's a guy that's on the radar. If he beats this guy, I think this is going to be the biggest win of his career. So yes, I'm going with Jaren Boots Ennis from Philadelphia. You know how the blacks in Philadelphia, I'm telling you, that's a different type of tough out there. So those are my picks. All right, and the picks came through. Uh, and I'm glad that this was able to happen before the UFC decides to go on their hiatus next week, and then we pick up again at UFC 329, McGregor versus Holloway. Look forward to my picks for that card. And with that being said, this is Conservative Picks MMA, and I'm out. Have a blessed day.